Shit getting out of hand now.
Do I think that the Lakers can win a championship with this roster? Do I think that they can? On paper, yes. If we look on paper, I think that they realistically can. Now, if I, again, put my Lakers biasness aside and talk about it from the eye test and talk about it from a logical perspective, hell the fuck no. Because the way that they've been playing is too inconsistent to think that they can win 4 rounds in the playoffs to hold the Lombardi Trophy. That is just unthinkable that they would do that, right? It's just unrealistic. But they have pieces. Like I said, on paper, it is very possible. They have pieces. They have 2 superstars and they have a bunch of depth around them. In the playoffs last year, the depth around them banded together and they had enough chemistry to go to the Western Conference Finals, right? So who's to say that they can't do that again, right? But the way that they did that last year, it was like once in a lifetime type shit, right? It was wonderful to experience, right? It was wonderful to experience as a Lakers fan. But do I think that it's going to happen again? You can't really repeat history. When you try to do that in real life, it doesn't happen. So why would I think that it's going to happen in the NBA, right? So with the Lakers being the 7th seed or the 8th seed, hopefully going into the playoffs, right? You're going on the road again. You're going on the road for probably the rest of the playoffs for first round, second round, third round, fourth round. You're in the same boat as last playoffs. You have to steal one on the road. Now, luckily, last year in the playoffs, you did steal one on the road in the first round and the second round. But what happened in the third round? You didn't steal any of the games on the road, and then you got your ass swept. This upcoming schedule is what's going to make or break how this Lakers season is going to go down. Because the month of March is a long stretch of playoff teams, right? We play the Clippers on Wednesday, the Wizards on Thursday, and then here comes the madness.
And here we go.
The Nuggets, the Thunder, the Kings, the Bucks, the Timberwolves, the Kings again, the Warriors again, the Hawks, the Sixers. Who knows if they're going to have Embiid, the Pacers, the Bucks again. The Grizzlies are the worst team in this stretch. And they're hooping too. They just beat the Bucks. Then you play the Pacers again. You play the Nets, who we just lost to a few weeks ago and just absolutely got obliterated at home to. Then we play the Raptors, the Wizards again, the Cavs, the Timberwolves, the Warriors again, the Grizzlies. I'm going to that game. And then we have the Pelicans to finish out the year. That is a tough stretch of games. So is this injury-riddled team going to band together to win enough games to be the 7 or 8 seed? Because currently, we're in the same boat as we were last year at this time. The 6th seed is out of reach. There's realistically no way that we get the 6th seed. We need like at least 3 or 4 teams to start losing games like up the ass, and that's just unrealistic, right? So what is realistic is hoping that we can jump up from the 9 seed to hopefully the 7 seed, but we want to be the 7 or 8 seed because then you at least have 2 shots to make it into the playoffs. If you're the 9 or 10 seed, you have to win 2 games just in order to make the playoffs. So with that being said, do I think that they're going to be the 7 or 8 seed? Let's go back and look at the standings. Ooh. See, that is a very tough question because if you go look at all the teams above us, the Kings, the Suns who we just lost to, the Mavericks, the Pelicans, they're all good teams and they're all, the way that they've been playing as of late, better teams than us. If I put my Lakers biasness aside, they've been playing better than us. So do we think that one of them is going to fall just for us to jump ahead of them. Not to mention that we need the Warriors to lose games so that we can move ahead of them along with one of the teams above us. That's a lot to ask for. So with all that being said, do I think that it's going to happen or that it can't happen? Yes, I think that it's very realistic that the Pelicans or the Kings start losing. And, you never know. It's a long season. Injuries happen. And I don't pray for injuries. I don't hope for injuries. But I'm just saying, injuries can always happen and derail a season and how things go, right? So we have like 2 more months to see how things are going to play out. With the way that they've been playing, I must say, they're probably going to be a 9 or 10 seed if I put my biasness aside. But we're hoping for the best because we don't want to be the 9 or 10 seed. We don't want that. We don't want that because then we could be imagine if the season ended today and the Warriors were actually the 9 seed and we were the 10 seed and we had to go to Golden State and play them in an elimination game just to stay alive, to be the 8th seed. So that is not a scenario that I want to be in. It's not a scenario I think anybody else wants to be in. I think that's all my thoughts on this game, man. Thank you guys for coming out to the video, man. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Lakers and Seahawks videos like this. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, man. And I'm out, man. Peace.